Hello there! This is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends Unite. And today, I'm gonna be testing out in multiplayer the car that you see on the screen right now, and that is the Bugatti Divo. Oh, what a beautiful car. And of course, there is a free try for the car right now in MP2, so I'm gonna take the opportunity to drive a car that otherwise I never get to drive, so why not? But before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, you know what to do. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because doing those things help the channel to continue growing, to be discovered, and in that way I can continue making this content for you. So go ahead, like and subscribe for more alu here in the channel. But alright, as I was mentioning, there is a free try right now in MP2, and oh, I'm happy about it because this is a car that I was pondering about the other day when I made a video on the Plethora. I looked at this car and I was talking about the stats, and then I saw that I was facing a lot of Divos, and I figured like, hey, they're sort of similar, but they do have some differences. Having a look at the Divo itself, it's a Class S car of rank 4773. It's not particularly fast given the rank, it doesn't even reach 400 kilometers an hour, but that acceleration of 85, it's almost, well, leaning towards 86, is really strong. Handling pretty good, and nitro also pretty good overall. Now, while the Plethora does have much better handling and nitro and even slightly higher speed, it doesn't have as good an acceleration. So let's see what this car can do. Woo, and this is almost a full Bugatti race. There's a Chiron, a bunch of Divos, and an SEC2 Atara. Let's see how we do over here. Now, I do believe that this is a version of Osaka that is not super twisty, and this is something that came out precisely on the last video that I did, where I was talking about Osaka and driving the Countach. That is not a particularly agile car. But yeah, some versions of Osaka are okay in terms of not being insanely twisty. And it seems that this is... No, never mind. This is the one with the big... With the 180-degree turn over here. For that, you need some decent drifting. So, oof. I don't know. Either way, oh, Jesus. I honestly, like I said, I don't really get to drive this car often because, well, I don't own it. Not even close. Is this a key car? I don't even know. But either way, I don't own this car. And while I do like it a lot, it's, in fact, one of my favorite-looking Bugattis. You know... I don't own it, I'm not close to owning it, I don't even know how you would get it nowadays if you can't even, and, you know, I'm okay with that. Oh boy, okay. Oh, Jesus is behind me! What? That's a bird! How did that happen? What just happened there? He must have rung out, oh, probably on the jump of the bridge? If he bounced a little bit too high as he landed, that was probably a ring out, and that's a first place for DBT. Let's go! Aha, but this is what I was expecting to see, a whole lot of Plethoras versus a whole lot of Divos. Because again, that is exactly how it went when I did the test of the Plethora, so here we go. But... And to be fair, to some degree I not imagine, but I do believe that this is a slightly more top speed oriented track than not. So long as the Plethoras manage to build their speed, they will be fine and they'll be able to get over us. The poor slow Divos. Oh, wait a second. No. This is this version does have a bit more turns and twists, so we'll see. Listen, I'm not gonna say that I expect to win this race, but you know, I'm gonna do my best over here. Oh boy, I went a little bit too close to that wall. Oh boy. Oh, did it wreck? I don't know what happened, but I'm in second place. Let's go. Oh, and by the way, I guess I'll mention this on the next race, but this engine sound, man, I can't deal with it. I can't. Yes, ranting coming. Alright, that's a second place, not too bad. I did get defeated by a Plethora, but yeah, look at that. Plethora, there's me, Plethora, Divo, Plethora, Divo, and Divo. I told you, this is what I was expecting to see. Okay, now I'm legit the odd one out over here, because I'm the only Divo in a race full of Plethoras in a top speed track, so oof. Well, there's some hope that some of these Plethoras might be relatively beginner players, and I might be able to not finish that last, but I don't know. Let's see how we do over here. But yeah, so I have a problem with this engine sound. I'm sorry, but I do. In two ways. One of them is the fact that this car, a Bugatti Divo, based on a Bugatti Chiron, famous for having a W16 engine, over here sounds like a V10. Why? I don't know. It just seems that GameLove, when they were assigning some engine sound to some cars, they were like, let's just sprinkle a bunch of different sounds. Like, for example, the La Voiture Noire, another Chiron-based Bugatti that also has a W16 engine. It sounds like a Lamborghini V12. for no reason. So yeah, it is a little bit weird. But yeah, so that is the first problem that I have with this. Second problem that I have with this is that for some reason this engine sound is very, very loud compared to most of the other engine sounds in the game. So this engine sound alone has... Hold up. Oh, the acceleration! Let's go, baby! Oh, the acceleration saved me there. You saw how it was creeping up on me? I'm telling you, it's faster, but that acceleration after the turn just saved me. Let's go! All right, can you tell I'm happy about that result? Okay, the game has no chill with me. It's like, no, I'm gonna continue giving you top speed tracks. Enjoy DBT, even if you're driving a slow car. I saw a couple of Chirons and something else that was also faster than me, but anyway. Yeah, so this engine sound alone forced me to adjust my volumes here in the recordings. I hope that the volumes are good, by the way. There was a bit of a problem on yesterday's video. Even though it was Asphalt 8, still I realized that there was something up with the microphone. I think I fixed it, but well, we'll see. But anyway, no! Oh, you gotta be f***ing kidding me! Oh, I hate this so much. Okay, whatever. Oh my god, this game is infuriating with it. Nope. You ring out for absolutely no reason. Yep, enjoy it. Like, oh, you know how in many parts you can do rail ride... What? Rail grinding? Well, in this one, you can't. You can't even approach it because you're gonna ring out. Ah, Jesus Christ. Anyway, as I was saying... Oh, it was an Agera. Yeah. Oh my... And physics. That could have been a first place. Legit. Oh my fucking god, man. I'm fine. I'm not triggered. You are triggered. Jesus Christ. So, as I was calmly explaining in the previous video. Honestly, previous race. I don't even know what I was saying anymore. Man, I'm telling you, this ring outs and dumb stuff like that, I hate it so much. I'm fine. I'm okay. Perfectly in control of my emotions. I don't know. I guess I was talking about the engine sounds or something. I don't even know anymore. See, this is the type of anger that this game brings to me. So freaking random. I hate it so much. Look, the physics are always... I've always had this theory that the game is coded in a way where there is a absolutely RNG chance for a car to do a weird jump. Like, whenever, you know, speaking code-wise, I imagine that they have it coded that when car gains Z height over floor Z height, meaning it's a jump, upon landing, there's a random 1 to 10, and if random equals 1, jump times 5. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like a random chance that your car is gonna do absolutely dumb and ridiculous stuff out of nowhere for absolutely no reason, like completely 100% random. It just feels that way, but I'm okay. Listen. You learn to love the game for these peculiarities. That's how I'm gonna word it. Ah, Jesus Christ. No, but legit, it really annoys me, that whole thing of ring outs just because the front of your car barely got out a tiny bit of the railing section of this. Like, really? And that's a ring out instantly? In fact, that was one of the things that really was amongst the most troublesome for me when I started playing this game, like when I was new to the game, understanding these absolute nonsensical rules of ring outs. Because there's some tracks in which you can do a gigantic jump and go over sections that are, you know, undrivable in the map, right? It's like, oh, but because you are flying mid-air, it's fine, you can do it. And then there's other sections in which you try that and you can do it for a little bit, but the moment you go 2 centimeters a little bit too much to the left or to the right or something, it rings you out. It's like, wow, you really want me to follow an invisible line of where I am allowed to be jumping on top of. And then there's the other cases where there's just straight up invisible lines in where it looks like you could do a jump. It's like, wow, there's absolutely no consistency. It's just depending where the developers were like, nope, this you can jump, but only up to this point, and things like that. I always thought that the game should have some sort of a color indication system as to what is a place where you cannot be driving on. Like, let's see if we get into another map where I can do one of those jumps to try to illustrate what oh, that's gonna be a first place, how? The guy must have crashed or something, but I'll take it. Yep, Agera. Ooh, right. Very nice. Okay, well, this track doesn't seem to have a section like that. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right? Those jumps where let's see, like Norway, right? There's that section in Norway. There's a ramp and you jump a little bit over a lake, or is it the sea? I guess it's the sea, not a lake. Whatever, I hope you know what I'm talking about. And jumps like that, sometimes they are even marked in the minimap, so that does hint you like, yeah, this is supposed to be a shortcut, great. But it's what I was saying, it is a very narrow path that you can follow, because if you go a little bit too crazy, too much to the right, too much to the left, or whatever it is, it rings you out and teleports you instantly, and it's like, really? Oh, thank you for pushing me, buddy. Really appreciate that. Very kind of you. And my suggestion would be for the game to have some sort of a haze system, you know, like for it to show you like a ever-growing red haze when you are really approaching the side in which you're gonna be wrung out in those specific type of jumps, you know? To be like, okay, you're really going out of where you're supposed to go, so don't push it because you're about to be wrung out. That's how I look at it. I wish there was something like some sort of visual indication as to when you're gonna be wrung out, because wrung out, whatever it is the word. And I know that I'm all over the place with the topics in this video, but I cannot help it. When the game triggers me like this, I can't help to talk about these things that really bother me about it, but whatever, I'm fine. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's so annoying that in some you can do some rail riding. I don't know what you call it, you know, when you go on top of those like protective barriers, and you can use it to basically keep the jump speed and all that stuff. I hope you know what I'm talking about. I hate that in some you can do it, in some others you can't, and there's no rhyme or reason as to why some you are able to do it and in others you are not. Like if they, again, it's a matter of visual design in indicating to people what is something that it's doable. Oh my god, stop spinning! No, that is absolutely fantastic. You love when things like this happen. You know, if there was some sort of an indication, visual indication, like, okay, this railing has this particular containment barrier type of thing with the red and white, and that is a clear indication that this is something, not only that this is a blocked road or whatever, but this is something that you cannot do the wall rides on, and then other type of barriers that don't have that red and white stripe thing, then those you are probably able to do some wall, or excuse me, some grinding on the rail. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense to you. But yeah, I just don't like how the game isn't consistent in the way that, well, really doesn't communicate anything to you. It's everything. It's a guessing game, and I don't like that at all. Minus 20 points. Whatever. At the end of the day, I've already completed my score over here, but still. Man, today's like Osaka day. How many races have we done? At least like 4 races in Osaka in this video. It's crazy. And all of these races are sequential, by the way. It's not like I'm skipping races or anything. All of these are sequential races, so the game is just like, well, DBT is gonna be in Osaka. By the way, I noticed someone mentioning the way that I pronounce Osaka and the accent that I use. It's a bit of an inside joke that we have here on the channel. If you've been on my live streams, you may have heard the story as to why that is. If you don't know the story as to why I say Osaka in that way, well, you're gonna have to tune into live streams during the Saturday multiplayer sessions that I do pretty much every single week. Because anytime that we get into Osaka and we get into it, I tell the story once again. So if you want to know why I said it like that, well, you're gonna have to tune in order to figure it out. But it's a bit of a silly story. Not particularly important to anything, but hey, I'm using this as an opportunity to promote those live streams that I do. Oh god, what just happened? Oh god. Keep it together, DBT, keep it together. Man, like this car is bouncy as heck. Come on, we got this. Yep, and this is what I call it is definitely a very fun car to drive. I do believe it's pretty bouncy, so is it floaty capable? I don't know, because DBT doesn't know how to do floaties, but it is what it is. Definitely it's a car that, if I had the opportunity, I would like to add to my collection just for the sake of having it. But again, you know that I don't spend tokens on anything that isn't Lambo related, so there is that. But yeah, lovely car, very fun to drive, not particularly fast, but that acceleration and in general the good nitro makes it into a very entertaining car for the races. Alright, that's all. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do, hit the like button, all of that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye!